Hey, what's up? I'm Tech Bro here. Aliexpress has a new hit tablet. Top for your money. And it's not Xiaomi. Meet Blackview Tab 13. It was sent to many reviewers. As a result, a bunch of reviews appeared on YouTube with a simple listing of characteristics and menus. But many nuances were missed. Let's figure it out. To begin with, consider the tablet from all sides. It's nice that such an affordable device has a thin, all-metal case. Only a plastic strip is located along the upper edge. It hides the antennas of the radio modules underneath. The color of the case can be dark gray, silver and blue. The first one just happened to me. Build is moderately good. It only creaks slightly when squeezed. On the back panel there is only a podium with cameras and a flash, and the manufacturer's logo. On the top is the power button and volume rocker. On the bottom end are contacts for connecting a keyboard. On the right is a combined tray for 2 SIM cards, or 1 SIM card and a memory card, plus a USB-C 2.0 connector. There was no headphone jack. So, hello to adapters and Bluetooth headphones. Well, on both sides there are stereo speaker grills. We'll talk about them later. There is only a screen in front, surrounded by frames of the same width and covered with flat glass. So sticking something for protection will be easy. Although it may not be necessary. After all, the protective film is already pasted. Be careful when unpacking. The protective film can be easily peeled off along with the shipping film. When unpacking, I found a lot of air bubbles under it. But the next day they seem to have dissipated. Now only one is visible in the upper left corner. I left the tape. When it wears out, I will stick the protective glass from the kit. Yes, surprise. The Tab 13 comes with a protective glass. And unexpectedly a full-fledged case with seals in the corners. It both protects and acts as a stand. An ordinary user does not even have to buy anything extra. Plus, parents are calmer when a child uses a tablet. The front camera is also hidden in the upper frame above the screen. In addition to its main function, it is also used for face unlock. My tablet was able to save my face and then unlock it only in vertical orientation. But it is in any case better than entering a PIN code every time. Next to the camera, an LED notification indicator was attached. In the settings you can find 3 options for its operation. Let's test Blackview Tab 13 in the most common scenarios. You can correct me in the comments, but primarily the tablet is used to watch videos. It can be cats on YouTube or series in some Netflix. In any case, it is more convenient than looking at something on a smartphone screen or carrying a laptop around the apartment. The display is really good. This is a 10.1-inch IPS panel with a resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels. Of the benefits, good viewing angles and no flicker. 300 nits of brightness. It's enough indoors. Only on the street on a sunny day will there be problems with readability. Therefore, this device is primarily for the home. Confused only light leak along the left edge. Perfectionists can get frustrated. There are 3 dark mode options in the settings, with varying degrees of darkness, and a simple choice of color profile. Sound is also important for enjoying video. For this, 2 stereo speakers were installed on the sides. The device is compact, and the speakers turn out to be not super bass because of this. But the volume level and stereo effect are excellent. Tab 13 can even be used as a kind of boombox. Also, with built-in FM radio. The only caveat is that for the radio to work, you need wired headphones, and, accordingly, an adapter. By the way, about games. The tablet has a MediaTek Helio G85 processor. The chip is not the newest, but it proved to be very good in practice. There are 2 productive cores and 6 energy-efficient ones. 12 nanometers. Plus, integrated graphics Mali G52. There is enough memory. Comes with 6 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM. RAM can be expanded in the settings by 4 GB at the expense of the main one. And the main one can be expanded with memory cards up to 1 TB. For the synthetic lovers, I ran the Geekbench CPU performance test, 3D Mark graphics test, and throttling test. The last one surprised me a bit. The processor under load practically does not slow down even with an hour test. Finally, the games themselves. The G85 runs a lot of games at medium graphics settings. Some you can try to run at high. The tablet does not seem to be a gaming tablet, and it is not a competitor to more expensive models on the Snapdragon 870, but you can still play games. Asphalt 9 runs on medium settings. I notice lags only when loading new tracks. But this is more likely due to the speed of memory. Shooters like Apex and Call of Duty will also go smoothly, as they have quite flexible graphics settings. So they can always be adjusted for performance. All this is running Dock OS on top of Android 12. The manufacturer redesigned animations, added smart preloading of applications, so that they start faster, freezing applications, so that they do not eat up the battery in the background, a smart panel, opened with a swipe from the edge of the screen, and a game mode, clearing the RAM and turning off notifications and calls. There are few pre-installed applications. There are no specific ones for the Chinese market at all. Well, right out of the box there is a complete set from Google. As for the frequency, and indeed the availability of future firmware updates, I'm not sure. In my experience, even big companies like Lenovo don't often release software updates for their tablets. In any case, this is clearly not a classic cheap device from Aliexpress, on which problems with localization in Google services need to be installed additionally. It was a big surprise to receive a full-fledged PC mode not from the largest tablet manufacturer. This is when the look and feel of Android starts to resemble Windows. A taskbar appears at the bottom, and applications run in Windows. For the convenience of working in it, I connected a Bluetooth mouse. Blackview also sells an optional keyboard for this tablet, which makes the Tab 13 even more like a laptop. PC mode does not work perfectly, but not bad. What kind of work is now, especially remote, without communication? Including video calls. At the beginning, I mentioned the slot for SIM cards. And yes, this is a rare tablet on my channel that not only has an LTE modem for mobile internet, but is also capable of making calls like a phone. What the phone and messages apps hint at. Of course, you will have to communicate using a headset. In addition to a cellular modem, the tablet has Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.0, satellite navigation GPS/Beto/GLONASS/Galileo. Plus, the CMO mobile internet option that does not work in my area. For video calls, there is an 8MP front camera. Video is recorded in full HD 30 frames per second. Here is an example of such a shoot. Okay. Since we are talking about cameras, I will also mention the rear ones. Behind the tablet is 1.5 modules. The main one is 13MP and a stub module for blurring the background. The cameras in the Tab 13 are average. During the day, you can get a digestible result. Although the autumn grayness on the street does not allow you to shoot everything in all colors. By the evening, as on other budget tablets, it's better not to experiment. Unusually, the stock camera app has a pro mode with manual settings. Well, another example of shooting video on the main camera. Here, the maximum quality is full HD 30 frames per second, just like on the front camera. The Blackview Tab 13 has a 7280 mAh battery. This is enough for about 6 to 7 hours of watching videos or surfing the internet. Comes with a 10W power supply. This is a normal, so to speak, not fast charging. Therefore, the tablet gains from 0 to 100% in about 3.5 hours. In general, the easiest way to put on charge at night. Finally, prices and conclusions. The price of the Blackview Tab 13 is constantly changing due to all sorts of promotions and sales. When I write the text, the price starts at about $160. Therefore, I will leave a link in the description of the video so that you can monitor the current price yourself. The link is not a referral, so I don't care about it. Enjoy! Weaknesses, of course, the tablet has. But considering the price, it's hard for me to call them serious disadvantages. In addition to what was said in the review, for example, it's a shame that the headphone jack is already cut out in budget devices. But what can you do? Charging could also be more powerful. At least 18 to 20 watts. Well, you can feel the lack of optimization, the non-climbing of the software. Especially in interface animations. Now seriously. Is it worth your money? As for me, yes. If your budget is not for an average Lenovo or Xiaomi Pad 5, then the Tab 13 is a good budget option. It has all the necessary basics set. Watch movies, play, work. Without extra features, but without any oddities that you expect from a Chinese device from Aliexpress. That's been it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.